Hey, welcome back everyone, I'm Jayborino, and this is Legacy of the Confederation, a custom campaign for Starcraft 1. We're going into Chapter 7 now, at the end of Chapter 6. We did manage to send out a distress beacon, again, theoretically to the Protoss, but it was just sort of out into all known charted space, hopeful that someone will come and save us from the Zerg/Roaches, but it had said in the epilogue of the last mission that 25 years have passed, and it took even 7 years beyond that for anyone to actually come and help us. So that means it's been 32 years. And theoretically, that's when this is going to be taking place. We'll see. This is not gonna... no voice acting here? Alright, you are Judicator Typhon, prominent Protoss warrior and most newly appointed member to the Conclave. Having been dispatched to colonize a nearby system, a recall beacon was transmitted to your carrier, forcing you to set a return course to Ire, your homeworld. Okay, cool, so the Protoss are probably going to be getting back involved. You had heard that the province of Barak had rebelled and already attempted to lay siege to the capital city of Sion, though you doubt the Conclave would require a full meeting for just that alone. To your knowledge, the Protoss have never had contact with any other sentient species.
The Conclave directs you to return to Ire immediately. Our remote scouts intercepted a strong signal near the Procyon star system. It has been determined this signal merits a Conclave meeting. All Judicators are required to listen to it prior to their attendance. We are sending the signal to your carrier now.
Incoming transmission from Ire. Unidentified signal being decrypted. Be advised, Judicator Typhon, that the signal is distorted due to space dust it encountered in travel. Clarity reduced by 35%. Stand by.
On behalf of the people of Earth, our home world, I greet you. I am Stanley Brock, Cabinet Secretary to the United Powers League, our government, and I come to you with a plea. Our planet has been overrun by a monstrous, unstoppable race. These creatures indiscriminately lay waste to any legacy we of humanity have built, and have slaughtered billions of our population. Coordinates to our home world are encoded in this transmission. It is our hope and prayer your benevolence will compel you to rescue us from extinction. If not, please retain this message and the various images contained herein as proof of our existence. Farewell.
Typhon, the Conclave meets in several hours to deliberate this matter. You are instructed to push your ship to maximum drive and arrive here at the scheduled time. Enter our tune.
Attend the Conclave meeting. I am already a little confused. The Protoss knew that Earth existed. They had sent a diplomatic envoy there, and then they left us. So the fact that, at least in Typhon's notes, he had basically said that, according to Typhon, no meeting with an extraterrestrial race was known. Well, extraterrestrial is kind of Earth-centric, I suppose. They hadn't met any alien life outside of the Protoss, so I don't know. There's certainly a discrepancy there. I wonder if this will get explained or not. I mean, I assume it will, or it's just a blatant mistake, but I doubt that. This campaign is very in-depth. Third revolution of the 10th cycle, capital city of Sion, 250 years before the Zerg invasion. I assume 250 years before the Zerg invasion of Ire, which is the invasion of Ire that we know of from Starcraft 1, I take it?
As you all know, we received a signal from a remote and distant planet the inhabitants call Earth. The signal was a distress beacon. You have all heard it. It is time now to render a decision.
We have never had contact with this species, these Earth creatures. Is that correct?
Yes, we have no record of contact whatsoever.
Then, as we know of no wrongdoing by them whatsoever, we are unbound to assist them in any way we can.
Do all in the Conclave share Aldrin's perspective?
I concur in this.
Judicator Aldrin, with all due respect, how can you suggest we venture off and save these measly Earth creatures when our very own capital city of Sion is in danger of falling to the Baroque rebellion?
Yes, I agree.
Clearly, our first priority is to strengthen our defenses and guard Sion from any further assaults.
No.
Judicator Draylon, long-standing member of the Conclave, speak your mind.
When the Conclave inducted me 20 years ago, I noticed a tendency for us to safeguard and preserve the well-being of every life form we encountered. We Protoss had no such guardians. We had to fight the prosperity we now enjoy. The universe has many cannons, and the oldest states, simply the strong, will survive. Our duty to the Earth creatures is not to rescue them, but to allow them to evolve, endure, and survive on their own.
The species cannot endure as long as the invaders control their world, Draylon.
May I remind the Conclave we have our own problems here on Pyre that require our attention. Would you divert our fleet so many light years away in light of the insurrection occurring this very moment in the province of Barak? My fellow Judicator, venture not to this earth, but instead turn your eyes and hearts to facing our own dilemmas.
Very powerful speech, Draylon. Do any of the Conclave feel otherwise?
I do, Mistress. But I will support the Conclave's decision if it, as a whole, agrees with Draylon.
Then it is settled. We will not intervene in the Earthers' affairs, but will instead tend to our own strives. Judicator Typhon, we are to take our legions to Barak and quell the rebellion. If what Draylon says is true, this preemptive strike will halt the possibility of civil war. This meeting is adjourned.
God damn it, Protoss. The Conclave fucking things up already. The Red Templar, your acolyte, is now yours to command. Guide him to the small mining base just outside the city. Using your own forces there, at the ping on your minimap, form an army and crush the rebellion. The rebel base is located in a partially revealed area that you now see, which contains white buildings. Okay, so we need to make a force and go and destroy this because they are rebelling.
How may I help?
I'm gonna bump up the game speed here right away because this seems like it's this map is huge, by the way, so there's no way that this is only part of it. Many people have told me that this map is very long, like 2 to 3 hours long, so I do plan on splitting this. I will use my best judgment on when to split. I'll try to split like between, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, somewhere around there. We'll see what we're looking at, but this is a really cool Protoss city that we're in. I like how there's units that are patrolling. Kind of gives you the idea that there's defenses here, and we don't have vision of everything, so it's pretty neat that as things become visible, we see activity going on within the city. It's very neat. Got pretty large carriers, too. Okay, so we're starting from nothing. We at least have a Nexus. And some Dragoons. That's cool, too. A lot of minerals here. A lot of minerals. So, I don't know. I get the impression that I wonder if we're going to have a small base here, and then we're going to have to expand the base, perhaps. I don't know. I don't want to anticipate too much, but I'll probably do my best to get a lot of upgrades early, hoping that they're going to transfer to wherever the hell is going to be happening later on. So we have an Acolyte of Typhon, which has Tassadar stats, basically. Pretty good unit. Hallucination, good. Psionic Storm, great.
Your will.
All right, let's head on over here. I assume this is all rescuable forces. I'm still a little confused about the Protoss not knowing about Earth, though. That's very strange to me. Remember the enemy rebel camp in the area of the map you see with white buildings. Do not worry about constructing defense. Analysis indicates the likelihood of a full-scale rebel assault is next to none. Construct an attack force and destroy them, or whatever it said. It got cut off there. So yeah, Aldara specifically is being shady as fuck, because I do not believe that he's lying when he says that we've never had any contact with these Earth creatures, because he was there. He recalled the fleet. So I don't know. Let's just go ahead and get mining here, and we're gonna have to slowly get set up. What I'm gonna do, let's go ahead and set up some hallucinations and go and check what's up here. So let's just send one after the other up here just to kind of scout out. Let you come up on this left side, and let's see what happens here. Okay, this seems pretty well defended. Oh, they have Reavers, too. My question is, are they going to rebuild Scarabs? I saw they had 8 Scarabs each, which means they started with 10, and they each shot 2 at me, which is a good sign. Maybe I can just, as we build up, I can just suicide hallucinations in there to eat up Scarab shots and get them down to 0. That would be pretty cool, I think. So let's build some more pylons. We don't have to worry about defense, they said, so I'm not going to build any cannons. I'm not going to do any of that. Though it could be a red herring. I wouldn't put it past this campaign to tell me, don't build defense, just so that it can set up some elaborate scheme later where my base gets destroyed by some other force. Or, I don't know. It's hard to take it as genuine. There's been so many red herrings in this campaign of, like, hey, complete these objectives, but everyone dies anyway, kind of thing. So we'll see. I do want to get this pretty well saturated. Here's another instance where, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mineral patches are completely inaccessible. So I think the amount of probes we need to saturate this is smaller than it may seem. I do want to start getting gas right away, though. Starting gas early with Protoss, not with Protoss, just in StarCraft 1 in general, is still, it's worth it because you get 8 per return instead of just 4. So you do want to get that started right away. It only takes 3 probes. So go ahead and get on gas. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Hey, no, go up there. Draw the shots. All right, there was one scarab. Let's do the same thing. Maybe draw them over here. Run up the ramp. Another scarab shot. All right, well, we're bleeding scarab shots. That's good. Let's go ahead and throw down a gateway. And then I'll kind of review what I'm able to build. Let's get a forge as well, because I do want to get upgrades. In fact, let's get 2 forges. If this map is as big as it seems, I do want to try to get all possible upgrades as soon as possible, because even though we might not need huge amounts of upgrades to complete this section, this is enormous, and people were saying since this map takes a very long time, I can only assume that there's going to be many different sections to it, and if there's a possibility of upgrades carrying over, I want to try to get upgrades now as opposed to later. So let's see. We can get a cyber core. No robo facility or Stargate, but we can make... Well, that's weird. We can make a Citadel of Adun and a robo facility, or a robo support bay. I have no idea why that would be possible, but it's possible. Actually, I want to get shields first, honestly. Let's get shields first, and then... We'll just wait. And the reason I want to get shields first is I noticed we can't build a Templar Archive. And Templar Archive is what's required for +2 and +3 of weapons and armor. So that means we can't get beyond level 1 of weapons and armor, but we can get up to level 3 shields if it's unlocked. So I would rather want to check to see if we're able to get that, just because there's no prerequisite to getting level 3 shields. So I'm trying to min-max my ability to get my upgrades as fast as possible. Let's just build more pylons. We're going to have to build a pretty large force in general. So we're really just going to be waiting for Vespene gas as we just slowly build up a reasonably sized force. And we're just going to wait for more and more cash. All right, looking good. And let's see, probably another gateway. We're going to need a cybernetics core. I mean, I have nothing to worry about, so I guess what I should do is as I get more and more energy, I'm just going to keep hallucinating, sending these Dragoons in. Dragoons kind of clunky to move around, so I may want to do this with Zealots instead once we build 1 or 2 Zealots. Yes! It does not seem like they're rebuilding the Scarabs. That's really good for me, actually. Alright, so this is the last Dragoon we're going to send in. Let's go ahead and start building the Zealots. Just to maybe hallucinate that instead. It'll be smaller, easier to get in there, and distract the enemy. They do have a lot here, and getting up these ramps with these cannons, the pathing is going to be a nightmare. So that's why we have to be careful with those Reavers. They can really fuck me up. So let's get a Citadel as well. It's strange that... I'm not entirely clear why they would allow for a robo support facility. I don't understand that at all. Okay, so let's get a cyber core instead. Cyber core, throw that down up here. Let's go ahead and get some more gateways. I'm leaving some space in between them in case that something gets blocked. All right, throw that down there, and then throw that down there. We'll get some more pylons too, no problem. And again, I just want to make sure nothing gets stuck. And since we're not defending, we're not really worrying about getting attacked at all. I can take my time, build up a lot of pylons, and just sort of get far ahead in terms of supply and that kind of stuff now, because otherwise we don't have to worry about building an attack force. We can do all that later. And it never really clicked with me how slow Zealots really are when... how slow they really are when they don't have the speed upgrade. That's very, very necessary. All right, get up there, Zealot. Get up there, Zealot. He's going to die before the Scarab pops out. Okay, well, regardless, one of those Reavers won't have many Scarabs. The rest, though. Maybe what I can do is build some Dragoons and then draw out... And then just draw out the defenders that are at the top of the ramp away from the Reavers. Kill them, open up some space to start running hallucinations up there. Honestly, I'd be pretty comfortable just running real Zealots up there, too. Whatever it takes to make sure that the Scarabs get eaten up, because one Zealot getting hit with a Scarab is better than every single unit that I have at once getting hit with a Scarab. Let's get a little pylon farm going on over here. one more. We've got some Dragoons coming out too, so that's going to be great. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so we need a Templar Archives. We can't build a Templar Archives, but... so like I said, we can get Plasma Shields. So I'm going to start level 2 Plasma Shields, and then I'm going to get armor. So then the most we can have is 113, which isn't bad. It's not bad. I mean, 3 shields is excellent, so we want to make sure we get all of those, get as much of an upgrade advantage as possible, because when we're pushing into Reavers and we can't have Reavers, the most we can have are Gateway units. This is the best we can do. So let's head on over here and see if we can draw some units down here. We've got 8 Dragoons. That should be more than enough to kill some of these units over here. So let's just attack one, lure them in, and just attack. Yeah, this isn't bad, and the units are being kind of dumb. They're not sure what they're doing, so they're just sort of running back and forth in a circle. Alright, taking some hull damage there. When I say hull damage, it means hull damage or health damage, regardless of the unit, so I just use the stop command. Whoops. I have a bad habit of using the stop command. I know I shouldn't be using the stop command in StarCraft 1. It does not really work the way I expect it to work. Okay, let's get Singularity Charge for sure. Let's go ahead and get our Citadel of Adun. Let's get it right there, that's fine. And as long as we have some space on the sides of these gateways, I want to make sure my units can all get out. I don't want any Dragoons to get stuck or anything like that. So, let's see. Honestly, just Mass Dragoon is always pretty appealing. So it's 500 minerals to get 4 Dragoons, so 4 gateways is about what we can really afford to produce off of. I might want to get a few more probes. Not too many, though. We're probably pushing the amount of saturation that's really worthwhile here. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mineral patches. We probably do want a few more probes here. I don't know how many we really have. It's hard to tell when you can only select 12 at once. Let's see. We'll get ground armor as well, now that we can afford it. And I'm certainly going to want Zealot Speed. So once we can get Zealot Speed, that's going to be a really, really, really helpful upgrade. We can start making a lot of Zealots. Now that we killed some units up at the top of that ramp, let's go ahead and hallucinate Zealots. And unfortunately, they do not have the Zealot Speed. But let's spread them out a little bit. No, just one. There we go. Now just walk up this ramp. No, don't go that way. I want you to come down and around. Run up the ramp. Alright, there are more units up here than I expected. Alright, that guy still has 7 Scarabs, but again, we're forcing them to waste Scarabs. I'm going to wait for Zealot Speed to finish, and then I'm going to just keep doing that over and over and over again. I do want to go over there and try to draw down some more units, but in order to do that, it's going to require me to take some hits from the Scarabs, so I probably don't want to do that. Let's get 4 more Dragoons, and then we can start pumping Zealots like crazy. We're able to get probably 2 more upgrades worth of stuff. I mean, we're going to get +2 shields, and then we're going to get +3 shields. We're going to start saving gas for that, because it's, I think, 400 gas. It's very expensive. Okay, and Zealot Leg's just about done. When that's done, we can hallucinate one more time, run some units up there. Actually, I kind of want to take my Dragoons and have them hang out over here, lure down any other units that we can, and then kill those 2. Let's see if we can do it. All right, you guys, you can... Calm down, Dragoons. Calm down, Dragoons. I know that you love skittering around like crazy little spiders, not sure where you're going. You're like little blind spiders. Okay, I mean, we might as well also get air upgrades too. I mean, we might as well. That's kind of my viewpoint on this, because the fact that we could maybe make a fleet beacon in the future, I mean, why not? Okay, so this is done. Let's hallucinate here. Let's move these guys in. Let's see if we can lure down some stuff with these hallucinations. Let's see if we can do this. And come down here. Come down here. Yeah, over here. Over here, you idiot. Yeah, over here. Into the Dragoons. Yes! Perfect. Let's see if we can do the same thing over here. Probably not. Oh, I got killed by cannons. But that cannon up there is being a pain in the ass. We're close to being able to, I think, complete this. Let's get +3 shields. We got 400 gas. Very expensive. We can use my extra money to start getting some Zealots. We can start using my extra money to get a lot of Zealots, actually. So let's do that. We're going to have to lead with the Zealots. They're going to get smoked by Reavers, but honestly, with +3 shields and armor as well, I think they'll fare okay. I think they'll do okay, and we do have a decent amount of Dragoons that we've been building up. So this may go okay. I mean, Tier 1 Protoss units are really good. They have the potential to be very, very, very good. Maybe we can go in. I don't know if Storm is going to be that effective, because the units aren't that clumped. I think hallucination might actually be better, even with like 2 hallucinated zealots, just to fuck with the Reaver's targeting abilities. We get even more zealots. Honestly, judging by what's up there, I don't know what they're going to have even deeper in their base, so that's why I'm kind of going overkill here. But if I can clear out that first area, then we should be fine. You guys move on up here. Lots and lots of zealots, and again, I'm just sort of waiting for my upgrades. I figure, why not? We have the ability to get these upgrades, and judging by how long this campaign probably is going to, or this mission is probably going to be, I say, why not? Let's just get a lot of upgrades now, with the hope that they're going to carry over. But I think the way it works is, if you rescue buildings, regardless of their faction, if you build out of them, they will have any upgrades that the player previously had. At least with Starcraft 1, I don't think you can change player faction like that, so if it looks like we started as player 1 is red. So anything that happens in the future of this mission, even if we gain access to these blue units, if we built anything out of these, well, robo facilities, not really applicable, but if we built anything out of any of the production facilities, it would have our previous upgrades that we got here as playing as the red player. So just something to keep in mind. We're going to need more pylons if we do want to build more units. I have a sizable force. I'm really just waiting for +3 shields at this point. Maybe what I could do is push above that ramp and see what we can make happen. Might as well start queuing up more units, but that's going to supply block me. Okay, so we'll just get 4 more pylons, throw all these down, and let's see. I mean, +3 shields take so long, so maybe I'll just go. I have a reasonable amount of stuff here, so let's inch up with the zealots like there, because the dragoons are going to get left behind. Dragoons are really going to be what's going to be doing a lot of damage, but we need the zealots to break up this ramp. It's a pain in the ass. So let's get going. I did not hallucinate like I said I should. Let's push in here. These guys are not really close to being out of scarabs. This one is out of scarabs, which isn't bad. There's actually a lot of zealots that they had. Okay, so let's just hang back right now. Let's see if we can kill some of these units that are just hanging out down here. Again, dragoons being very, very, very helpful. All my zealots died that I had, so we're just gonna have to make a lot more. Cool. Let's get +2 armor. Shields are just about done. I didn't bring my Typhon Acolyte with us. So we are technically Typhon, I guess. That's who we are, I think. That's the impression that I get. Look out, there's still another Reaver over there with lots of scarabs. Let's start breaking down some of these pylons to allow my units to really get in there. Okay, can we get this one too? Alright, you guys just hang out. Let's just attack with 2. That Dragoon is stuck because he's an idiot. Move away. I guess we're too close. I just want to kill this. There we go. Then that Dragoon's going to get mad. He's going to run out at us. And then once we get more Zealots, we'll be able to push up. My Zealots just got massacred by Reavers. I think there was a 3rd one up there too, so hopefully they're going to be just even more out of... they're going to be even more out of Scarabs at this point. So, you guys move away. And this is tough. Just the pathing of this is tough. So,
Of course.
Let's see. I guess hallucinates. All this stuff is in the way. Hallucinated stuff. Let's see if we can actually get you up these ramps. Yeah, there's definitely 2 Reavers. Oh, he's going to be out. Okay, so that one's out of Scarabs. I don't know about that one over there. But let's see if we can keep pushing up here. It's taking me a lot of units to be able to push up into this direction. I really should be leading with exclusively the Zealots, because the Dragoons will get confused on these ramps, because they're very dumb. Very, very dumb units. Against Storm, this really is not a good spot for Storm. Let's see, there's 6 Scarabs left on that. I kind of need to just bum rush that. Let's see if we can get in on that back Reaver. We really can't, and honestly, it's confusing my units more than anything else. There we go. Okay, it's dead. Very cool. So we've pushed up. Let's keep getting more Zealots. Let's get more and more Zealots. Outer defenses of Rebel Stronghold breached. Oh, Lord. Okay, that's a lot. Everybody, let's back up, and let's see if we could storm those guys. Let's just run. We've got a lot of stuff here. I just want to engage them on equal footing, and getting stuck up in this area is going to confuse my units and such, so let's just hang out here.
Yes,
Maybe what we can
Executor?
do is get the Zealots in the front.
Honor guide me.
Always a good idea, is to lead with the Zealots. We do have a lot of Dragoons, too, so we should be good. Okay, and again, get the Zealots in the front. Let's see if we can force an engagement and then storm their Zealots. Let's certainly do that. So you guys move up here. I'm going to end up storming my own stuff, I think, but that should be okay. Storm up there. Yeah, oh, that's good. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's storm right there. Okay, perfect. That was excellent. So let's attack with Typhon. Let's, not Typhon, the Acolyte of Typhon, and then move in with the rest of my Dragoons. Those storms, I think, were excellent. He's also contributing a lot with 60 damage by himself. Okay, and then we're building even more Protoss, we're building more Protoss, true, but we're also building more Zealots. So let's just bring it up. All of our upgrades are done. All possible upgrades that were remotely available are completed. Let's see if we can move in here. More tight spaces that we're going to have to just run through and hope that they don't have too much stuff, but they probably... I think I saw another Reaver down there, I'm not sure. But we can just slowly grab some of their stuff. Random orange shuttle here. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, so let's push in. We need a lot of Dragoons. These Dragoons are in the way. We lure these scouts out into my Dragoons. I mean, scouts do pitiful, pitiful damage, but they're stopping my Dragoons from moving in and being able to hit these cannons. Let's see if we can just destroy the pylon. Just destroy the pylon. Unpower all the cannons. There we go. That did it. Now everybody move in if you can. And that should be it. All my units are up here. Let's move my Acolyte in as well. Alright, push in. Man, these Dragoons, they just block everything. Okay, there we go. I mean, a lot of people say Dragoons are dumb, and it's because their unit model is huge. So they block other Dragoons behind them. They block themselves. They just block everything. Alright, so these are civilians, I think. Oh, the orange was civilians. Isn't that what? The orange buildings in the rebel camp represent civilian installations. Destroy them only if they represent a threat. They don't. There was a shuttle, that's fine. So this should be the last building here, and we've completed Section 1.
It appears that we were not in time. Our quarry has again eluded us. Communicator Typhon, we're sending you a specialist to assist in finding the rebel leader Malak now that he has fled. Our agent has led many campaigns to crush previous rebellions. You are expected to help him in all manners possible.
Nothing like crushing some rebellions. Okay, and we've lost control of everything. Oh god, the base is gone. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. And everything got 333 because it went to the blue faction, but...
Entaro Atum Judicator. I am Vergo, special agent of the Conclave, and time is of the essence. Our first task is to finish what you started here. Soldiers of Typhon, destroy the civilian nexus.
Oh, you ain't gotta do that. Come on. What? Why? That's very unnecessary. Soldiers of Typhon. I'm fucking Typhon.
I realize it seems barbaric, but this way, very few provinces will shelter the rebels. By showing all on fire that we will slay not only rebel soldiers, but those that assist them as well. Only those truly sympathetic to the rebels' cause will dare aid them. And I know of only one such place within few range of a shuttle. It is across the broken wastes.
These motherfuckers listening to Varagoth. I'm Typhon, listen to me. If I say don't destroy the Nexuses, you shouldn't do it. Pieces of shit. I understand they have to answer to the Conclave first and foremost, but I'm on the Conclave. I don't know. I guess I don't really have a say because I'm new. Alright, so we're following Varagoth across the wastes. I like the bubbly tar pits. Alright, so this has been about a half hour so far, I think. So let's see what the next section consists of. Maybe play the next section, and then I'll call it a close for the first part of this mission. Again, I don't know how long total this is going to take me. But if we're going to have to start, like, totally fresh from, like, a small base. I don't know. But I also look forward to see if our upgrades carry over. The white shuttle matches the configuration of the shuttle that was seen fleeing from the battle in Barak. Several scans reveal the shuttle is abandoned and engines were disengaged within the last half hour.
I was right. Malak is here. He must have arrived just ahead of us. And he's left some of his minions for me to destroy.
Okay. Varagoth, what are you sporting here, buddy? 80 damage. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that this Archon is the, I think this Archon is the model for the, Zeratul.
Your reinforcements will be arriving momentarily. Malak has indeed fled to the city of Valis, just south of our position. Use your troops to rout any rebel forces you find there. Locate and kill Malak before he has a chance to escape.
Okay. Crazy, scary Archon. Yeah, so the hero Archons in StarCraft 1 usually follow... There was a hero in the editor. It was a Tassadar Zeratul merged Archon, which never really existed in canon, but I mean, it was pretty cool. Alright, what do we get here? 4 Dragoons. Alright. There's a robo facility here. Oh boy. Probes. Please let there be a Nexus over here. Oh, you sons of bitches. Okay, I see now why this mission takes forever. Who in their right mind made this, thinking that this should be the same mission? Using Varagoth and your warriors, lay siege to the city of Valis just south of you. You must penetrate the defenses and locate Malak, the rebel leader, before he again can flee. Tactical Matrix indicates the most likely success lies in the deployment of Reavers. Establish a base camp and assemble a Reaver assault group. Once the primary defenses are broken, use your regular troops to enter the city and accomplish your mission. Varagoth must survive, and again, the rebels will not attack you. They prefer to remain on the defensive, so do not worry about photon cannons. Good lord. Oh boy, and we don't even have a Nexus. At least at the start of the mission we had a Nexus. Okay, well, sweet. So, they give us a robo facility now. I don't know if we can build a robo facility. No, we can't. We actually cannot build a robotics facility. But this is why a robotics support bay was available, so that we can make Reavers and then upgrade the Reavers. So I was right. Luckily, we still have our 131 upgrades, so we can't lose those. But there's no Templar archives available, so we can't get 333. But hey, that's not bad. Varagoth, a very, very good hero. We might want to throw down some shield batteries so that we can poke in with him and then back out. Poke in with him and then back out. Let's get a bunch of pylons. Actually, a bunch, meaning one, because we only have 100 minerals. But now we just get to sit. Let's see if we can actually take our Dragoons. Let's leave our Zealots at home for now. I don't want to throw them away, but we no longer have the Acolyte of Typhon, so we can't make hallucinations to just throw units away, throw hallucinations away. There's a Reaver right there. Let's see. 10 Scarabs. They do 100 damage. I could throw Varagoth in to take hits from the Scarabs, just to distract them while we run in with everything else. I don't know what else is at this base, though, so I do need to be a little careful. Let's see. I guess let's just kind of scout around. My Nexus is done. Let's get mining. We do have to split these probes up a little bit. Otherwise, they get confused on where they're supposed to be mining. Alright. And now we just get to sit, and we have to make more pylons, and yeah, sure, give us 100 minerals. That's cool. Again, I like these maps, and I believe the map maker is named the Oracle. I don't know what he's up to these days. There was supposedly a StarCraft 2 version of this in progress that was sort of abandoned. We'll see if it ever gets picked up again. I really don't have high hopes for it. But regardless, I don't know. I really like a lot of his creative decisions, but I don't see why this needed to be the same mission. This map is huge, so there may be even more after this. I'm going to complete this section, and then I'm probably going to split the video, assuming that this isn't the end. I really don't know. We need more pylons before we can get more probes. So let's throw that down. I mean, all the other missions were pretty reasonably timed, so I'm not sure why it was decided that this Protoss section just needed to be... I don't know. they like you don't have a base, all this, you know, what have you. I do understand there were a lot of limitations to the original editor, and a lot of this had to be done by modding and using, well, originally star edit, and then beyond that actually modifying a lot of stuff. Hey, I'm glad that that guy just got pulled up, because now that's one less Dragoon we have to worry about. And we can make our gateway. Let's throw that down. And really, I just want to focus on getting Reavers, but I do need at least a gateway and a cybernetics core in order to make some Dragoons as backup, because I don't know how far into this base we need to be pushing. 500 gas is not bad. We are going to need a lot of mineral income in order to replenish scarabs as we get them, so that's going to be important. The Reaver damage and the Reaver scarab capacity upgrades, I think, are going to be pretty important. Maybe not the capacity upgrade as much. Probably not the capacity upgrade as much, but it's something. Again, the real question is what's going to be down here. What do we... I think we need a gateway. Yeah, shield battery is just a gateway. Let's wait until we can get a shield battery. That way we can heal up Varigoth. We can heal up his shields if necessary. But for now, let's just focus on getting some probes out. I'm going to wait for 100 minerals in order to get one shield battery, and then we can really just start poking in, and we'll start building Reavers later. I do want to build some Reavers, but this area right here doesn't seem like it's in need of absolutely needing Reavers in order to push through. Just throw down one shield battery. Let's hotkey some of this stuff, and it was like right there. So let's, again, basically just distract stuff. Okay, Varigoth. Varigoth, back out. You're scaring me. You back out a little bit. You back out a little bit. Okay, excellent. And then what we can do is just sort of back out. We can heal up his shields. He's probably going to need more shield batteries, but we can just do this pecking away until we get enough money to really make more, until we can make more, what am I thinking? Until we can make more Reavers, or any Reavers for that matter. All right, he has so many shields. We're going to need more shield batteries, but not too many. I don't want to get crazy. They're only 100 minerals, so I say why not. Okay, great. And then I need a robo support facility, and then I need to set up my geyser for sure. So we have enough gas, though. They gave us some gas. This isn't horrible. Just to kind of get started here, let's throw this down. We're going to get supply block, too. That's next. Okay, and recharge shields. Commenter left me it was on a video quite some time ago. It was during an insurrection video. They pointed out you can just hit the ground with recharge shields, and whatever unit is close by will get hit by it, which is nice. So that's one small thing from StarCraft 1 that actually works pretty well. Let's get some more pylons. There we go. Shield batteries are so good. I wonder if we're going to see them in Legacy of the Void. Okay, and let's build an assimilator. Actually, if we do see them in Legacy of the Void, that's one more thing that can be added to Mass Recall that doesn't need a custom-made model. So that'll be really, really neat. There's some cannons down here. Again, Varigoth is such a powerful, powerful unit. I think he can probably just go in and tank in a lot of stuff. Let's go see if there's another Reaver, actually. A lot of units. Get him, Varigoth. Alright, back out a little bit. Let's move in with my other units and support him. Oh my god, he does so much damage. It's crazy. Oh, it's crazy. I love it. Alright, we're going to heal him up a little bit. And we want the Scarab damage for sure. That's necessary, absolutely necessary. Let's go ahead and throw these guys in here. Now, on the plus side, we don't have to worry about any of our plus 1, 2, 3 upgrades. You know, we've gotten as many as we can get, and that's that. So that's great to think about. We don't have to worry about it at all. I just queued up a lot of probes. At least we have this, like, semi-base here that we can worry about taking out just to kind of occupy our time while we slowly build up a force of Reavers. 200, 100 for Reavers. We're going to need more pylons, too. You know, 2, 3 Reavers is probably all we need. If they're saying we need Reavers specifically to push through a bunch of cannons, then I think we're probably fine with only 2 or 3, because when it comes to cannons, they're stationary. We don't need a lot of Reavers to, like, focus down units in that case. In that case, I could build 4 or 5 of them and just steamroll this, but it's fine for now. Let's go ahead and get one more guy on gas, because we are going to need gas to get a couple Reavers, maybe some more Dragoons. Well, definitely some more Dragoons, but for now, it's just waiting for money. Waiting for money, the StarCraft 1 story. I could probably just use a lot more probes to mine. This gas is just inopportunely placed, so that's why I probably should have made my Nexus to focus more on the minerals than anything else. Alright, Varigoth, let's go check for... There's a Reaver, another Reaver. Alright. Grant, you just got hit in the face. That's okay, buddy. What I'm thinking is it's time to just run in there with what we've got. We still have Zealot speed, too. This is great, because, see, everything we're building is red. It's a red unit, so that's really good for us. Cybernetics core is Y. I thought I hit that. Apparently not. Alrighty, let's get my first Reaver here once we have 200 minerals, and then maybe we can actually make some progress on this map. Okay, it's weird to think we've already done an entire section of this map with whatever was going on before. Alright, lead with Varageth. Attack, attack. Zealots, yeah, sure, let's get in there. As long as that Reaver's gone, I feel very, very, very comfortable making something happen here. Alright, Zealot, run. Varageth, run. Go ahead and heal him up. I bet we've got some energy back on these, on this stuff. Yeah, okay, so we took out this whole base. Let's snipe these probes so that they don't run away from us. Hey, cool, so we did it. I mean, we pushed through this small base. I'm assuming there's a lot more. Okay. Keep healing him up. Run out of energy. Very cool. It's so quick how fast those refill. It's great. Okay, and then Reaver time. 2 Reavers, good enough for me. Actually, let's make 3 Reavers. That should be just enough for what we're probably going to be doing here, though I can't be sure. Okay, and again, we have no more upgrades that we could get. And then with my extra money, what I'll probably do is get another gateway and just start getting some Dragoons to back me up. And, oh yeah, and we need Scarabs. Of course we need Scarabs. Reavers, over time, can be very, very, very pricey. Scarabs really, the cost of Scarabs really adds up. Let's go ahead and get max Scarabs as well here very, very shortly. Let's see, and I don't think we may have lost 1 Dragoon here. Unless we only had 7 Dragoons, but I thought we had 8, so we took just a little bit of health damage on those Zealots. Let's see if we've got another... Okay. Wow. I see now why they recommend using Reavers. So we're gonna have to push through all of those cannons. That's what the Reavers are for. So there we go. Max Scarab damage, or not max Scarab damage. Max Scarabs that we can have in the Reaver goes from 5 to 10. And as you can see, the energy's coming back pretty quick on these. Let's just try to keep Varageth topped off for when we're going to be pushing out again. Meanwhile, we've got some gateways here that we can make some extra Dragoons with. Dragoon's going to be really, really helpful supporting. Zealots are Zealots. I mean, they're fine, but especially in these campaigns where the mapmaker really likes restricting your movement in these tight pathed areas. I don't know. Can get a little annoying. We're going to need a pylon, at least 1, maybe 2 for all the Dragoons that we queued up, but that should be fine. And as you can see, we're running out of money now to build Scarabs, and we'll get it over time, and hopefully we have enough income such that we can just continuously build Scarabs as we use them. We'll see, though. But that's going to be where most of our income is going to, is going to be Scarabs. And then just some Dragoons here or there. Okay, and let's get 1 more pylon for the future. We'll probably need it. We might as well start pecking away at these cannons. So let's do it. So let's move on down here, and that is a lot of cannons. It's going to take some time to push through that, even with Reavers. But I think the Reaver damage increase was a must, an absolute must. Okay, so let's spread these out, actually, and just have them attack separate cannons, basically. As long as they stay out of range. I have a feeling these are going to be similar to Guardians, where you have to be very, very cautious with how you move them up, because I think they probably can die very easily if they just carelessly float into range of any buildings. Okay, well, 3 Reavers seems pretty good. Okay, keep going. Okay, there we go. Running into range, as I was saying, is certainly a thing that can happen. Okay, like just barely floating into range, that's what happens. Cool. All right, let's keep going. Keep it up. I mean, I'm just going to stick with 3 Reavers. I don't think I need more than this at this point. So I'm just going to start making Dragoons once we push through these big groups of cannons. All right, more and more Dragoons. Then we can just run in with our other units. Okay, looks like orange Protoss, which is the civilians, and they're housing the rebels. Okay, keep pushing over here. Reavers? You got a Scarabs or something? This isn't good. He's not shooting. Don't do this to me. Is the map maxed out or something? That wouldn't make any sense. Okay, maybe they're just sort of glitched out here. So let's back out, build up their scarabs. We'll worry about this here in a second. So just keep making scarabs. Attack down in this direction, please. Please shoot. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened. I just blame it on StarCraft 1 being weird. Because it is. It's a weird game sometimes. Keep making scarabs. Scarabs, just constant scarabs as they're available. And more dragoons. Nothing wrong with a lot of dragoons. And we're just going to destroy all these cannons just to get rid of all of them. There we go. Two scarab shots, 2 upgraded scarab shots are enough to wipe out all of that. That's great. Okay, and that's enough. That's enough. I've spent enough money on scarabs for sure. We can bring these in later, and then let's follow up with the large group of dragoons that we built up. We can start taking out these extra pylons. We're going to leave the orange buildings alone, even though Varigoth is probably going to be pissed and be like, ah, kill all the civilians again, because he's an asshole. The only thing, I mean, I don't like Reavers for several reasons. I mean, I think they're excellent units when you can control them, but the AI doesn't suffer from any of the downsides of you needing of the downsides that you see as the player, which is the money. Generally, AI can just make scarabs as much as they want. It's very, very good. Okay, Varigoth just gonna run in and tank all this shit, and I'll get him out very, very soon. Okay, let's see if we can kill. We have a Reaver over here. That's terrifying. So one more Reaver. Let's move in with our Reavers. Pushing down here. Oh god, that scarab followed me the whole goddamn way. Okay, so Reavers not fun. See when the enemy has them, because again they don't suffer the downsides of them like we do. That's why I hate Reavers. They're like my least favorite unit in this game because they're just so good when the enemy has them. I mean, I love them when you have them, sure, but when the enemy has them, garbage. Okay, this is going very well. I think it's time to throw down a save. We've made it this far. I should have thrown down a save much earlier than this, that's for sure. Okay, and a lot of different ways to go here. I guess let's just push our way through this goofy little city. And keep making scarabs. And we should be fine with the units that we have. Let's just get rid of all their pylons, because I think the goal is to destroy all of the white buildings, but I'm not 100% clear on that. We've got a lot of shuttles down here. Let's swing down in this direction. Kill the shuttles so that they can't escape this time. Kill the shuttles so that they can't escape this time. Get him! There we go. And here as well. I guess let's swing up, what is in these little areas?
Please, you must listen to me. If you kill me, any hope riding a generation-old injustice is lost.
Like a worm crawling from the soil, our prey at last reveals himself. It will be a pleasure watching you die, Malak.
Judicator, I have instigated this rebellion to save Ire, not control it. There's so much you don't know. I must live to complete my work. A great darkness hangs over us, and if I fell, it will choke the life out of everything our race holds dear.
Judicator Titan, do not listen to his pleas. He can be very convincing if you let him. Kill him and be done with it.
You have 2 choices now. Judicator, you can kill the rebel leader Malak, the orange zealot in the center of the screen, as is directed by the Conclave, or spare him. Killing him will effectively end the rebellion, allowing him to live. If you believe him, will potentially help you unravel the mystery he is talking about. It is your choice, Judicator Typhon. You have 20 seconds to make up your mind. Let's save right away. Let's just save right now. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I want to let him live, but I also want to see what happens if you kill him, so I'm going to save, kill him, we'll see what happens, and then I'll just reload. So let's do it. And, murder him.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, I did. He's dead. Congratulations, Judicator Typhon. You have slain Malak. His death indeed ended the rebellion as the Conclave foretold. Content in accomplishing your mission, you return to the capital and rest prior to continuing in your duties as Judicator. 2 years following Malak's death, Ire is destroyed. and your people enslaved, for indeed Malik's demise set many wheels in motion, things which you would never have suspected until it was too late. And as you lead your troops in futility against the invaders, you ponder just what brought this fate upon your people. Your last memories before a swift death or fire death and the penetrating stench of brimstone. Okay, well, let's go ahead and load up. I'm glad I at least checked to see what that would be. Okay, let's just get this going here, and let's load that save. And hopefully loading a save doesn't, like, screw up any of the triggering, but we'll see. Okay, so let's just hang out and let him live.
Typhon, what are you waiting for?
Well, I'm waiting to let him live because I just had a brief glimpse of the future here, and we don't want to die in fire and brimstone, alright? So I'm interested. I'm sure this has to do with the Zerg in some way. I'm curious to know what Malik knows and how this ties into Earth. Still this strange mystery.
Unthinkable. Typhon, you have deliberately allowed the rebel leader Malik to escape, putting your own sense of morality above the safety of Ire itself.
By your actions, you have severed yourself from the mercy of your brethren.
Bah, Judicator Typhon. Your betrayal this day is beyond scope and measure. I am removing you from your caste under the Kala's rights. Furthermore, you are exiled from the mainland provinces. May the gods watch over you, O fallen Judicator.
In your short time in the service of the conclave, you knew sooner or later your continued disagreement with majority views would earn your peers' wrath. Knowing you never expected exile for any reason, the speed at which the conclave convicted you is shocking, for you have never known your Judicator brethren to be so unfair and quick to judge, especially one of their own. However, you're a zealot now, a mere Protoss warrior, and you, along with your acolytes, your personal servants, have been placed in a stasis holding cell pending your arrival on the island to which you have been exiled. Okay, so this didn't end in defeat. So, this mission is continuing. There's still a lot of this map that is yet to be uncovered. And lingering in the back of your mind are the words spoken to you by Malik, head of the rebellion the Conclave has been so eager to crush. As the population seems to embrace the rebels, you can only wonder just how dangerous they really are to your people. Malik suggested that an unspeakable darkness loomed over Ire's horizon. Though you doubt now, trapped on a prison island, you will have any way of unraveling that mystery. Okay. Oh, there's Zerg here. What the hell?
Typhon, I am truly sorry that it had to be you that suffered this fate. But know that your imminent death will serve as a test for a new weapon. One which will assure you my proper place as absolute ruler of Ire. I have chosen this island especially to this purpose, to prepare my weapon for the day of ascension. I have observers scattered all over the island. You won't see me, but I'll see you. Enjoy your demise.
Oh, fucking Draylen. You, Typhon, must survive if you were to discover Draylen's plans and prevent him from carrying them out. Your acolytes will die for you, so do not worry about sacrificing them on your own behalf. Your objective is to get you, the Zealot, to safety. Where is a safe place on this island? That you must find for yourself. Yikes! Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and save here. I think this is a good stopping point, because apparently this is still going. Maybe this will be a good halfway point. If I have to split this into thirds, we'll see how far this goes. Alright, Legacy of the Confederation saved. When we come back, we will be continuing this mission. I can't believe I've gone through 2 base building missions in one mission. Again, who in their right mind made this thinking that this should all be the same map? I don't see a reason why this couldn't have just been separate maps. At least those first 2 things that I did could have been their own map. I don't know. Whatever, this is pretty cool, though. This is pretty fun. I can see why a lot of people really enjoyed this campaign. The mystery is building. What does Malik know? Why is Draylen screwing around with the Zerg? I assume Malik knows about that, and that's the secret. How is this going to tie into Earth? Did the Protoss somehow seed the Zerg on Earth? And because they, I don't know, had these Zerg in captivity? I don't know, because again, the Protoss keep talking about never having contact with Earth. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. Alright, well, this has been JayborinoPlays. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.